The Ein Yaakov for today, we're holding tractate Nedarim. The title is A Lavish Wedding Banquet. Lavish Wedding Banquet. Rabi made a wedding banquet for his son, Rabbi Shimon. He wrote on the front of the wedding hall, 240,000 dinars were spent on wedding expenses. That was the title at the entrance of the wedding hall. He told them that 240,000 dinars were spent on wedding expenses.
How much does that calculate to?
Think of even $240,000. Just that. Let's say dinar is obviously more, but let's say it's still a lot of money. People spend 40, 50, 100. To spend 200, but it's more puzzling. Why did he put the number on the front? In the front. So he did not invite Bar Kapara because Bar Kapara was murdy maker. And Rabi was afraid that he would make him laugh. As it says, murdy maker. I guess it's like he knows how to make jokes. I guess
he was a character.
And Rabi was afraid that he would make him laugh, as will be explained later. Bar Kapara, deeply hurt, said, if those who transgress God's will are so fortunate that they can make such an extravagant wedding, imagine the reward that is in store for those who do His will. So obviously he referred to Rabi as transgressing God's will. When Rabi realized that Bar Kapara was upset, he invited him. Bar Kapara then said, if those who do God's will are so richly rewarded in this world, imagine the abundant reward that awaits them in the world to come. We know that Rabi was extremely wealthy, and very few merited to have what Rabi had, which was wealth and Torah at the same time.
Right. And he had a lot of both civil and Torah knowledge.
Yes.
With the Navy and everything else that he did.
No, I'm not talking about lavish Rabi. I'm talking about Rabbi Yehuda Nasi, the author of the Mishnah. His name was Rabi. That's what his name.
Oh, okay.
Rabbi Yehuda. That was an acronym of Rabbi Yehuda.
Okay.
So he was known to be very wealthy. The Rabbi was not wealthy money-wise. The Rabbi didn't have any...
but he had a lot of balance between...
Right. The Rabbi didn't want to have any possessions. The Lubavitcher Rabbi didn't have any possessions. After the passing of his wife, Rabbi Chamushka, he said he doesn't want to own anything. He doesn't have anything, and he didn't have any possessions. Everything was whatever organizations, whatever the organization had, they had, but it wasn't his. So why was Rabbi afraid to laugh? That's the original reason why he didn't invite Bar Kapara. So on the day that Rabbi laughed, punishment would come to the world. Rabbi suffered for 13 years excruciating pain from bladder stones. So Rabbi suffered 13 years from excruciating pain from bladder stones. And during that time, there never was a drought. As long as Rabbi was suffering, no drought. So he said to Bar Kapara, who was a murdy maker, don't make me laugh, and I will give you 40 measures of wheat. I will reward you for not making me laugh. He replied, you should see to it that I get whatever measure I want. So he took a large basket, smeared it with tar on the outside, so that the wheat kernels should not fall out, and placed it on his head like a mask. He then went up to Rabbi and said, please fill it with 40 measures of wheat that I demand from you. Thereupon Rabbi burst out laughing and said, didn't I warn you not to make jokes? Bar Kapar answered, I am merely asking for the wheat you owe me. Bar Kapara then said to Rabbi's daughter, tomorrow I will drink wine to your father's dancing, and your mother will fill my cup. Ben Elash, the son-in-law of Rabi, who was a very wealthy man, was invited to the wedding of Rabbi Shimon beRebi. At the wedding, Bar Kapara asked Rabbi, what is meant by Toeyvah? Toeyvah, which means abomination, referring to homosexuality. Leviticus 20:13. Whatever interpretation Rabbi offered, Bar Kapara refuted. Finally, Rabbi said, well, then you explain it to me. He replied, let your wife come and pour me a glass of wine. She came and did so. Bar Kapara then said to Rabbi, come and dance for me, then I will tell it to you. This is what the Torah says, Toeyvah, Toe'ata ba. You stray in regard to her. To'e, meaning you make a mistake. To'e, you stray in regard to her. You turn away from permitted relations and seek forbidden ones. At the second glass of wine, Bar Kapara said to Rabbi, what is meant by tevel, perversion, referring to bestiality? Leviticus 18:23. He gave the same answers as before until Bar Kapara said, do something for me and I will tell you. When Rabbi complied, he told him, tevel hu means tavlin yeshba. Is there any tavlin, any spice in it? Referring to the animal. Is intimacy with it preferable to permitted intimacy? How can a person do a thing like that? Then Bar Kapara asked Rabbi, what is the meaning of Zima, depravity, referring to incest with one's wife's daughter? He explains Zima means Zoma. Zomahi. Who is she? In a promiscuous society, a girl does not know who her father. She doesn't know who her father is. As a result, a father may marry his daughter, not knowing that's his daughter.
How?
And in a promiscuous society, the girl doesn't know who is her father. Let's say a woman is very promiscuous. She's been to many guys, and she's pregnant. So she doesn't know who the father is. Now, she has a daughter. She got pregnant from somebody she doesn't know. She has a daughter.
Okay.
And one day, her daughter wants to get married. She finds this older guy, rich, and this guy could be her father, and she doesn't know.
Oh, okay.
Right?
So we're not dealing in a controlled, regular family unit. We're just saying that some.
No, he says in a
woman
promiscuous society. He says in a promiscuous society, a girl does not know who her father is. As a result, a father may marry his daughter, and a brother his sister. Ben Elash could not stand all this repeatry, or he could not, because it kept on repeating itself, for speaking about abomination and speaking about going astray, bestiality, all these things. He couldn't take it. Could not stand all this repertory, so he and his wife left the wedding. Welcome to you.
So I didn't want to invite him.